You know the chassan that stepped out of his chuppah and poof, from a bird up there. And he lifted his hands and said, "Thank you, Hashem, that cows can't fly," because, right? So the truth is that we are the most limited physically out of all the briim in the world. In terms of physical kaiches, we are the most limited. But we're the only ones that can make decisions. We're the only ones that can look ahead and say something doesn't look good now, but it may look good tomorrow. An animal can't do that. We're the only ones that have bechira, and we have the ability to go opposite our nature. We're also the only ones to recover from mistakes. Animals, once they make a mistake, it's a mistake. We're the only ones that have an ability to try to cover it up. So the pasuk says, "V'oitzim einav merois bara." If a person closes his eyes from not seeing something that is bad, the pasuk goes on to say, "Melech b'yafya techzena einecha." The king in all of its beauty, you will be able to see it. Says Rav Menashe bar Rav Yeshua in the Medrash Rabbah that what are we going to be able to see in Olam Haba? How quickly will we be able to navigate Olam Haba? How much siyata d'shmaya will we have to find our place in Olam Haba? Which could be even more difficult, the Chavetz Chaim brings, than the bird flying from Alaska to Hawaii. And the way it works is reverse engineering. The more careful we were not to look at things we weren't supposed to down here on this world, the more we are zeicha to see, to be mekabel pnei hashchina. But the Eitz Yosef, the Pirish on the Medrash Rabbah says, the Chavetz Chaim Taka says in the Sefer Zechar LaMiriam, he says there are neshamas that go into Gan Eden, but they don't see anything, they don't feel anything. Because if a person's paigim is chush hariyah, chush hashmiyah, and his paigim is chush hadibur, so he can sit in Gan Eden, well, what does it help him? Olam Haba is Olam Haba. It doesn't change. What changes is our ability to be able to see it. But the Eitz Yosef says a fascinating thing. If you look at the lashon of the Medrash, right? If you try to hold your eyes back from seeing something bad, so Melech b'yafya techzena inecha. Rav Menashe bar Rav Yeshua says like this: we find that anyone that sees a dvar erva, that's what the Medrash says. Ve'eina zon einov mimenu. That means he already saw the dvar erva. You would think that if somebody, after what I saw, forget it. And it could be that he wasn't even as careful as possible to make sure he shouldn't look. It's just that ve'eina zon einav. He doesn't totally bask in it. He is zeicha lahakpul pnei hashchina. Says the Eitz Yosef, we're talking about someone that saw the wrong thing. Not just saw the wrong thing, but he saw a dvar erva, and perhaps could have been more careful and should have been more careful. But just for the reward that at one point he holds himself back to some degree. Ve'eina zon einav mimenu he zeicha to be mekabel pnei hashchina.
Thank you for listening to the Guard Your Eyes Daily Chizuk broadcast. Pass them on to your friends and help spread Kedusha in the world.